CBS News senior national security contributor Michael Morell is a former CIA deputy director and acting director. Michael, good morning.
Good morning.
These pictures we've seen overnight, so rich with symbolism. But where will the real substance be done about whether North Korea will disarm its nuclear program?
They will be done in the Trump-Kim summit, not in this summit. This summit was all aspirations. South Korea can't end the Korean War. South Korea can't get North Korea to denuclearize. Only the United States and the United Nations can do that. So the real work has yet to come.
But President Trump has called in the past for a complete denuclearization. Is that going to happen?
So the next summit, the Kim-Trump summit, is going to be a lot harder than this one because both countries are coming at it with very different expectations. North Korea's expectation is we are now a nuclear weapon state. Treat us like one. We're willing to negotiate limits to our program to get rid of the sanctions. We're coming at it from the perspective of we have strangled you with sanctions, now give up your program, and then we'll be willing to get rid of them. So the really hard work, the really tough work is yet to come.
Do we have an assessment, Mike, of what has gotten them to the table? Is it the president being very strong, as he says, on military, or is it the sanctions? Is it the fact that they can't get energy?
I think one of the really interesting differences here is that both sides, both the United States and North Korea, are coming to the table for different reasons, and both sides are misreading the other side. We think that we've brought North Korea to the table by putting our arms around their neck and squeezing with sanctions. North Korea is coming to the table because they think they're now a nuclear weapon state, and they're dragging us to the table because we are afraid of them in that status.
Go ahead, John.
Is there a middle place, short of mothballing the entire North Korean nuclear program, that the U.S. could get to that would allow an agreement but wouldn't get all the way to mothballing it?
So this is the fundamental policy question that the Trump administration is going to have to deal with, right? Are we going to continue to push for full denuclearization, which I don't believe is possible, or are we going to settle somewhere in the middle with limits on the program, limits on the number of weapons, limits on the number of missiles, limits on the range of those missiles?
Whatever the reasons to get us here, the optics sure look pretty good this morning. Is this a feather in the cap for Donald Trump?
So I think the president deserves credit for getting us this far. No president has put as much pressure on North Korea as Donald Trump has, and that's a good thing. I think that the outcome of last night's summit is not surprising. Both North Korea and South Korea desperately want the Kim-Trump summit to happen, right? And they wanted their talks to be extraordinarily positive.
Yeah, and Trump and President Moon had said from a long time ago they want to have these bilateral talks sit knee to knee, and it is happening. Exactly. It is happening. Thank you,
I said
Mike.
that to you back when you did the interview. Well, to be continued for sure. In fact, we'll see you a little bit later on. It's 2 hours.
Busy day for you,
We'll be back.
Do not go anywhere.